Today in the Book Lab, we're going to be taking a look at custom LEGO Ninjago Movie, Master Wu, and Jungle Garmadon minifigures. So let's start with the Wu minifigure since he's probably the easiest. Now, as you've probably noticed by now, the beard and the hat have stayed the same, but I did give him the face from the Minifigure Series 7 Ocean King, just to switch things up a bit. Of course, if you'd rather, you could stick with the classic Wu face. It really makes no difference since most of it is covered behind a beard anyway. Now for the torso, I used the Wu torso from 2011. It was from the Destiny's Bounty, I believe. And I think it fits the look Wu has in the movie the best. It has that kind of jacketed look with some gray tones there. Now let's move on to the legs, and I know the plain tan legs aren't very accurate. In fact, the best thing you could do would probably be the tan legs with the skirt from the Minifigure Series 12 Battle Goddess. Of course, if you don't have that skirt piece, you could always swap those tan legs out for the white ones that came with Tournament of Elements Zane from the Ninjago Battle Pack from 2016. It still has that nice robed look, and it's all in one piece, so Wu actually still has a considerable range of movement. And of course the gray also blends in nicely with the gray that's already on the torso. Of course, if you don't already have the Battle Pack, it's out of production, so it might be a little hard to find. So what you can do then is just swap those legs out for these legs, which is what Wu has when he gets pantsed by Garmadon in the second Ninjago movie trailer. Yeah, I know, that was a cheap joke. What you can do instead is use just plain white legs, or one of other Zane's legs that feature the gray belt printing. In any event, it's up to you. So, let's move on to our resident warlord, Jungle Garmadon. So moving on to Jungle Garmadon, he's actually a lot similar to the other Garmadon I made. If you haven't seen that video yet, feel free to check it out. There's probably a link in the cards right now, or in the description down below. The hat piece that Garmadon uses is completely new, so I had to build my own. Now, the piece I used was a 3x3 dark bluish gray radar dish, along with a little dark bluish gray stud. And together they mimic the shape of the hat pretty well. Of course, it does tend to obscure Garmadon's eyes a bit, so for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to switch out with his hairpiece. Now, this hairpiece, if you don't already have Flashback Garmadon from the collectible minifigure series, is available in the Brickbank set. It's from the Teller minifigure, I believe. Anyway, so for the face, I used the standard Garmadon face, but as always, you could swap that out for the face of your choice. Stone Warrior faces making pretty good substitutes, with the face of Moltor from the Nexo Knights line being probably a last resort, but a much more scarier Garmadon. Now for the pauldron here, or shoulder cape, whatever you want to call that thing. The Jungle Garmadon uses an olive green version, but I don't have that version, so that's what I used. Of course, if you'd like, you could probably swap that out for like a dark green cape or something. I don't know. It's up to you. Now, the top torso I used was the standard Garmadon Torso. If you don't have it, you could probably get away with using the torso that I showed in the other video, which is the one from the Cryptarian Prison set. Anyway, if we pull that off, we reveal that Garmadon's muscly torso is actually Batman's muscly torso. Now, Garmadon's legs are dark brown, and the ones I used come from the Lone Ranger minifigure specifically. That minifigure was last seen in 2013, so if you don't have it, you can always just use the legs from the Highwayman minifigure. They're similar enough, and they actually blend in fairly well. The fact that the little ends of the coat here blend in with Batman's abs are actually entirely coincidental. Although Garmadon does have that 12-pack, so I guess you could count that as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Anyway, that concludes our look at Jungle Garmadon, so let's put his hat back on and bring him over to the outro. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that other good stuff. And if you'd like to see more mock videos, build tutorials, and other high-quality content, please feel free to visit somebody else's channel. I'm just kidding. We actually have a lot of great videos on there. I mean it. Go check them out. Now.